Alrighty, so let's start with some of this garbanzo bean flour. I'm going to add some Dijon mustard. I should be making it myself, but I'm gonna use the packaged stuff today because we just want to eat right now. I got a kid that's hungry and I need to eat. I got some Himalayan salt. I'm gonna take a pinch. I've got some spices in a jar. This includes like paprika, pepper, coriander. There's a little bit of nutritional yeast in there. And I can't forget the cayenne pepper. Alrighty. And I've already done the translucent vegetables are on. Now I'm going to use a little water and some paprika. So I've put water in it. I've got the other spices, some paprika, some Dijon mustard, and now I'm going to stir. You will notice these get thicker as I add more of this garbanzo bean flour into it. Just a little bit more because you don't want it to get too thick. Alrighty. So I'm going to take my pre-made taco mushroom mix that I've made yesterday. I'm going to add it to the pan. Alrighty now. So let us start by adding in our already cooked veggies and warm those up just a little bit. So I added extra veggie because these are going to cook down a lot more than the vegetables that were already in the pan, and I would like to have a little bit of freshness because that was cooked yesterday. So I've added those in, and in just a few moments, it'll be warm enough. I will add in our mixture. Now notice the consistency is a little bit more watery, and I'm going to add just a little bit more garbanzo bean flour into this in just a moment here. Alrighty, so I've added in a little bit more. Here's the consistency. The vegetables have been cooking for a couple minutes, so I noticed that I see the simmering on the mushroom mix. So now I'm going to add on top of all of this, I'm going to make sure it's not super spread out because I want it to cook with and become one. If we have enough batter, it'll go into the pockets. So it should have gotten sponge. Not a sponge, spatula. But this will have to work for now. It's just a video for you to see exactly what I'm doing. Alrighty, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit, and because it needs to cook internally as well, I went ahead and put the top to the pot on And while we're doing that, I'm going to get started with the next thing to show you the kale greens that were made with some arugula. These are ready to go. I just need to warm them. So we'll warm them after we finish our omelet. All right, now to check up on it, you'll see that they're starting to get some bubbles. So that's a good sign of the internal cooking. Just a few bubbles right here. So I gotta let this continue to cook. Once I start seeing this get a little bit more steady on the edges, I will do my best to scramble or flip. I did say omelet, but you know what? This is take it or leave it, because this is dinner and it's nutrition, it's food, and it goes in your body and it comes out. So presentation for plant-based foods most of the time are not so pretty. Not especially when you start, but I will get better at my presentation as I go. Alrighty, so right here is what I'm talking about. See, easy to flip, and it's starting to on the other edges. So I'm going to give it another few minutes before I decide to do anything with it. But as you see, this here is ready to flip. The middle is not so much ready by the way that this is still bubbling. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I don't have it but on medium. I put it on like a 4 for heat wise. Okay. I don't want it too hot. It'll burn to the pan. So I'm going to close this some more. The top is not as hot as usual because I always have stuff on high. But right now, this is going to have to do. Check back in a few minutes.